It felt like I was just constantly sitting in like a red light district room being like, anyone? Hi friends. So I've been retired from OnlyFans for a while now. I've made a video about it before, that I wanted to stop working on OnlyFans, and I wanted to vent a little bit about how it's felt. Well, working on OnlyFans for the duration of COVID was super fun for me. It was very convenient. I got to work 1 day a week and be busy like spiraling into my mental health issues. So yeah, it was very handy at the time. And for myself, having lost so much weight, it was so fun to capitalize off my body and create really cute content. I had a lot of amazing lingerie and I have a lot of creative ideas, so it made sense seeing that I couldn't go out the door as anyone could. But for me, I realized since I was mentally ill, I was isolating myself so much. I only had to work with myself, so I didn't have to meet anyone. I had the camera, I had the studio at home, and I didn't have an office, I didn't have anything like that. My colleagues were online in group chats and just digital, so I never had to meet anyone. And for me now, being healed or healing, I realize how important it is with community. It's so essential to not just bed rot by yourself. And working with OnlyFans made me just be able to spiral. It gave me the freedom, it gave me the financial freedom to not have to be like, oh, I need to actually do something with my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Since before I started doing OF, I was doing catwalks in Copenhagen Fashion Week. I was a fashion finalist for Vixen. I was doing all these really cool things, and then COVID came and I just was like, oh, I make money from here, sure, let's just do it. And then for years I was just like, I was stuck in freeze because I was mentally ill again. So I didn't have, because of my social anxiety, I didn't want to go out and reconnect with all of my fashion connects and my art connects and be active on social media even. So just it made things so convenient for me. And there's the problem, because when something is convenient, it will be bad in the long run when it comes to these creative works for me. I just realized that I wasn't comfortable, first of all, showing the most intimate parts of myself anymore and having it be just for anyone to see. And all of these things came to my brain after I became sober. So I don't know. After I became sober, I realized, wow, I do not like being this accessible online anymore. Same comes to streaming on Twitch. It felt like I was just constantly sitting in like a red light district room being like, anyone? Like, that's kind of what it felt like. It's being a digital stripper, and just I don't know, it felt, in the long run, in the start it was so fun, and the people that I met, the beautiful simps that I had in my life were fantastic, but it also opened up for a lot of just bad vibes, you know, like me, a precious, gorgeous human being, having some dude be like, oh, the video you're selling is too expensive. Like, what? I will never in my life hear that in real life. Like, why am I opening up this conversation on online? Like, luckily it wasn't a lot of that, but I just felt, I don't like people being entitled to my accessibility. And also because it was convenient, I made money, so I didn't have to think about money. I didn't have to think about money, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to think about new creative projects, and since I was stuck in freeze, it was totally fine to not pursue my actual artistic projects and what I wanted to do. So I was just, yeah, becoming stuck in myself, and that made me feel bad because I had so much ideas in my mind, but I couldn't get it out, and I didn't have to get it out because I wasn't running short on money, so it wasn't like a need. But after I became sober, I was like, I do not want to do this. I'm not gonna make more content. But I still have it open. It's still open because there's a lot of good photos. It's kind of like an archive, videos and all those things. So it's like an archive for me. Same like Instagram, all of my content from years and years is all up, but I'm not making more content because it just didn't make sense for me anymore. But yeah, I had a really good experience. It was amazing. It was really fun, but in the long run, it didn't push me to do more creative work, which is what I need for my mental health. So the girlies and anyone that's considering doing OnlyFans, remember what it will mean for you afterwards, because you're probably not going to do it your entire life. For example, one thing that inspired me is before I started doing OF, it was always like art Helene, fashion Helene, and then it became like OnlyFans Helene. And I didn't want that to be the only thing that the new people knows me from, the new followers, etc. And for me, it's fine since I work as an influencer. I work in this space where the pipeline to like influencer to OnlyFans and to influencer again makes sense. But if you are working a regular job and then doing OnlyFans, there are stigma out there. You are working with as a sex worker, and just be very sure of that. I also said in interviews that I think the age limit should be 25 for OnlyFans, because that's when your frontal lobe is fully developed. That's when you know consequences, and that's when you fully grow into yourself as an adult person. Yeah. Just wanted to talk a little bit about it. I'm going way more in depth about this in a big project that I'm going to shoot for now, but I just want to talk a little bit about it now that I'm posting more on YouTube. So what do you think about it? Do you have any friends that has OF? Have you done it? What do you think about OF? Have you bought content? Have you sold content? Let me know. Ha det!